The signals you're seeing, they're all primates. Holy crap.
There are no known primates here. There's something really out there.
Something really out there. This could be a Bigfoot.
When it comes to searching for the legendary cryptid that is Bigfoot, you may find that many have dedicated their lives to this cause, hoping to dismiss the demeaning notion that anyone who believes in this creature is just holding on to a fantasy of some sort. To be honest, who could blame them for having such an opinion on the existence of Bigfoot? For many years now, all we have to show for the existence of this creature are some strange photos and videos that are circumstantial at best, alongside the anecdotal accounts given by those who believe they have encountered this creature at some point in their lives. Given the widespread skepticism within the scientific community regarding the existence of Bigfoot, it is commendable that individuals such as Dr. Mireya Mayor continue to dedicate their careers to his pursuit. While many scientists dismiss the evidence presented in support of Bigfoot's existence, labeling it pseudoscience, Dr. Mayor, a respected expert in primatology, anthropology, and conservation, persists in her research. Her unwavering commitment to this often dismissed field exemplifies remarkable dedication and courage.
Ross, there are multiple huge heat signatures directly across from me. They're walking across the forest and it almost looks like they're poking their heads around the tree.
Without people like her dedicating her life to the search for the legendary cryptid, we, along with the cast of the Expedition Bigfoot documentary series, may not have gotten as far as we have already. It's actually amazing because when you think about her interesting background, you will be left in awe of how far she has come to become the well-respected primatologist and explorer that we all know and love today. Think about it. This was a woman who was once an NFL cheerleader. Looking at it now, the contrast between what she was and what she eventually grew up to be has developed into something that has become a sore point of contention when you look at her career. After all, although she is well known for her dedication to conservation, something that has been well evident in her work with endangered lemurs in Madagascar, her work looking for the legendary cryptid on the Expedition Bigfoot documentary series has attracted as much respect as it has ire from those who refuse to believe in the existence of Bigfoot. The scientific community largely dismisses the pursuit of Bigfoot as pseudoscience. However, Dr. Mireya Mayor's career trajectory demonstrates the challenges and complexities faced by individuals navigating public scrutiny while seeking academic legitimacy in unconventional fields. Her journey from modest beginnings to a prominent figure in the Bigfoot research community is remarkable. Despite her initial training in more traditional pursuits, such as piano and ballet, Dr. Mayor's passion for exploring the unknown led her to Expedition Bigfoot, where her determination and expertise are evident in her field observations, as captured in the quoted passage.
Guys, what is that? Please? What is that? I'm just gonna move a little bit away from it and come back to it. There it is. It's right on the water's edge, and the signature is getting bigger.
Raised by a Cuban immigrant family in Miami, Dr. Mayor was nurtured in a supportive environment that encouraged her talents. However, her mother's protective instincts initially steered her away from activities perceived as dangerous, highlighting the tension between personal ambition and familial concerns often faced by pioneers in unconventional fields. That said, there wasn't much that her mother could do, because while she did love these artistic and energetic endeavors, she also had a profound love for animals growing up. Dr. Mayor has told us how she has always loved animals. To be honest, it was almost as though she didn't really have a choice, seeing as her childhood home was always filled with animals of all sorts. Apparently it was pretty much like a zoo, as all sorts of creatures such as cats, dogs, and birds could be found all over the place when she was a kid. There was even a pet chicken named Margarita in the mix. As if that house wasn't filled up with enough animals already, Doctor. Mayor also collected all sorts of creepy crawlies and lizards as she grew up. Funny enough, it would still take some time for her to realize that observing and studying these animals would be something she would do for the rest of her life. Going forward, it seemed that she eventually came out of her shell to pursue the things she loved. Once she was done with high school, she went on to the University of Miami, where she earned her bachelor's degree in anthropology and philosophy. This was also the same place where she became a cheerleader for the NFL Miami Dolphins. Ever the brilliant student, she somehow managed to gain her PhD in anthropology from Stony Brook University in New York in 2008, while also becoming a Fulbright Scholar, one of several United States cultural exchange programs, as well as a National Science Foundation Fellow. Career with National Geographic and conservation work in Madagascar. With such credentials coming into play, it seemed as though she was ready to take on the wonders that nature had to offer in her world. In fact, she stated that it was during her study of anthropology that she discovered her desire to pursue the study of primates.
The idea of pursuing that dream is very important to me, whether that's their dream or any other. I think they need to know that they can do whatever they want, and hopefully I'm setting that example for them.
With that in mind, she pushed on to chase a career as an Emmy Award-nominated wildlife correspondent for the National Geographic channel. This allowed her to carry out extensive work with wildlife, as she got to explore some of the most remote and beautiful parts of the world, studying these animals in their element. This saw her visit places ranging from the savannas in Africa to some of the densest rainforests in the Amazon. Before long, she found that her research focused on the critically endangered lemur species, also known as the mouse lemur. These are a group of primates that seem to be found only in Madagascar. This ensured that she was always out there taking part in a wide range of activities, some of which involve field research on lemur behavior and ecology, while also working hand in hand with local communities to develop sustainable conservation strategies that would keep these animals in existence. While advocating for the increased protection of lemur habitats in Madagascar, she became one of the key figures in the country to raise awareness about the threats that these lemurs face as they battle to remain in existence. We are talking about threats such as deforestation, illegal logging, and the trading of these animals in the black market. Dr. Mayor's position as host and correspondent for National Geographic provided global visibility for her work in highlighting the wonders of the natural world. Her prominent role in numerous documentaries and programs, such as Expedition Africa on the History Channel and Expedition Bigfoot on the Discovery Channel, established her reputation as a highly skilled and respected broadcaster. However, this esteem was challenged when she undertook the pursuit of proving the existence of Bigfoot, a legendary cryptid. This decision sparked controversy, given the long-standing fascination with this creature and the extensive. However, this esteem was challenged when she undertook the pursuit of proving the existence of Bigfoot, a legendary cryptid. This decision sparked controversy, given the long-standing fascination with this creature and the extensive yet fruitless searches conducted over the past century. The legend of Bigfoot has captivated the imaginations of many, particularly in continental North America, where a significant portion of the search has focused on the Pacific Northwest.
Which has retained the more primitive characteristic of a very flexible instep, a midfoot flexibility, which can be seen here.
In their quest to find this elusive being, many people have taken numerous measures, including attempting to capture photographic evidence of the creature in its natural habitat. Unfortunately, to date, no definitive proof has been found. As Dr. Mireya Mayor and her peers will attest, we have yet to track this creature down. What remains are dubious photographs and videos that only serve to fuel skepticism about the existence of this hairy, bipedal cryptid. Indeed, numerous accounts of the search for Bigfoot have made it increasingly difficult to believe that this creature is truly lurking in the vast forests of North America. Take, for instance, one of many anecdotal tales involving individuals who claim to have hunted Bigfoot. Back in the 1920s, when settlers sought to establish homes in the Pacific Northwest, a man known as Fred Beck and a crew of loggers decided to capitalize on the land's resources. They found considerable success in the gold-laden forests surrounding Mount St. Helens. As they ventured deeper into the woods, they encountered a massive footprint, which left them puzzled as they continued their work. Initially, they hoped it belonged to a bear, the only creature they believed could leave such a large print. However, its resemblance to a human footprint prompted them to reconsider. While they speculated about the origin of the footprint,
Oh my, look at this. Holy look at that. That is a footprint.
the men were startled by a strange whistling sound emanating from the forest. It seemed as if someone or something was trying to communicate with them. Despite their fear, the potential for profit kept them from abandoning their work. During a forestry expedition led by Fred Beck, he and a crew member encountered an unidentified creature in the woods. The large, hairy biped, estimated at 7 feet tall, possessed unusual features such as pointed ears, leaving them uncertain of its identity. Fearing for their safety, one of the men fired shots at the fleeing creature, which escaped capture. Upon returning to camp, Beck's account was met with skepticism from his crew, who considered it more likely that they had encountered a bear or even another human. Due to these doubts and a subsequent night of unsettling noises, the team decided to abandon the site hastily. This incident remains one of numerous reports fueling the ongoing enigma surrounding the purported creature known as Bigfoot, prompting dedicated researchers like Dr. Mireya Mayor to pursue conclusive evidence. With that being said, Dr. Mayor's participation in the reality TV show Expedition Bigfoot, which premiered on December 8, 2019 on the Travel Channel, was not without its challenges. The show follows a team of researchers, including Dr. Mayor, as they travel to various locations across North America to investigate any evidence that could prove the existence of Bigfoot. This endeavor is not taken lightly. These experts and researchers are undeterred by the skepticism surrounding their work. Dr. Mayor and her colleagues are focused on utilizing advanced technology and equipment to aid in their quest. They employ traditional and modern tracking methods, alongside data analysis techniques, to get to the bottom of this mystery. Their goal is to gather evidence that could document the existence of this elusive creature and silence the naysayers who wish to dismiss it as mere myth. However, as previously mentioned, the extensive research and exploration undertaken by Dr. Mayor and her team have raised significant criticism against her. Many in the scientific community view the search for Bigfoot as pseudoscience, lacking the methodological rigor of established scientific practices. Consequently, Dr. Mayor's participation in the show has led some to question her credibility within academic circles.
Ronnie, what was that?
I don't know. I've never.
The downside. As a result of this newfound scrutiny, Dr. Mayor became the focal point of public criticism. While other members of the Expedition Bigfoot team faced some backlash, a disproportionate amount seemed directed at her, possibly due to gender biases prevalent in society. Critics targeted her appearance and brought up her past as a cheerleader for the NFL's Miami Dolphins.
What appeared to be eye shine reflected off the flashlight. It's almost as if something is watching us.
Suggesting that she lacked seriousness in her media engagements. This scrutiny highlights the underlying gender biases that women in STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, fields often face. For too long, women have been judged not only by their professional accomplishments, but also against societal expectations of traditional gender roles. Dr. Mayor's experience underscores the importance of addressing systemic biases within STEM fields and society as a whole. Despite the challenges in her professional life, Dr. Mayor has managed to cultivate a fulfilling personal life. She recognizes the difficulties many women in her field encounter when trying to balance family and career. She knows colleagues who have postponed starting families to pursue their professional goals. Fortunately, Dr. Mayor has navigated these challenges successfully. She has 6 children, 5 from her first marriage and 1 with her current partner, Phil Fairclough, a well-known television executive. Dr. Mayor feels blessed to have achieved this balance, especially when many doubted her ability to be both a mother and a primatologist. Initially, her mother worried that having a career in adventure would leave little time for her children. Yet, when her first daughter was born, Dr. Mayor chose to embrace both motherhood and her career. Now, she enjoys the rewards of balancing her responsibilities as a mother and a researcher dedicated to uncovering evidence of Bigfoot's existence in the forests of North America. Ultimately, Dr. Mayor's journey highlights the potential for women in her field to succeed, despite the obstacles they may face. While she may struggle to solidify her legacy through Expedition Bigfoot, there remains a chance that she and her team will bring this legendary creature into the light, thereby ending the myth of Bigfoot once and for all.